of your life.
Okay, now that sounds good.
Get your complimentary sample now by texting HIDE to 231231. Text now and we'll include a box of Peptiva digestive enzymes to help your body digest meals and avoid occasional gas and discomfort. Absolutely free. That's HIDE to 231231.
You're watching the CarMax pregame show. CarMax, the way it should be.
Well, Tuesday on TNT, catch the team who's currently on top of the league standings. The Golden State Warriors against the NBA's leading scorer, Kevin Durant. Oh, yeah. Remember KD won 2 titles with the Golden State Warriors. That's all of the drama you need on TNT. And the nightcap features a team we're about to watch, the Utah Jazz, against those new look stampeding Chicago Bulls. Donovan Mitchell, the 2-time All-Star, year 5 for the Utah Jazz, is putting up almost identical numbers to last year. It's really been like this across the board in all of his seasons with the Jazz. In fact, they started off the last 3 years 8-4. So it's deja vu all over again for them. But Stan, you notice they've been struggling the past week or so. What are you seeing with Utah?
Well, their defense has not been as good. Their offense has been good, led by that man right there, who started to become more efficient early in the year. First 5 games, 38%, 29 from 3, now up to 49 and 35 over the last 5 games. But defensively, they've just really fallen off. They're in the bottom 5 defensively over these last 5 games.
I got a feeling that we're going to see a low-scoring game because you keep mentioning defense for both of these teams, so I know that their head coaches have done the same. Kyle Lowry, speaking of which, has certainly had his growing pains in his first season here in Miami, but the last 2 games averaging 22 and 8. So what are the expectations for Lowry?
Well, the expectations, number one, is that he will lead them, you know, as a true point guard, setting up other guys, leading their defense, and he has done all of those things. I think they absolutely love Kyle Lowry, and they know that his shooting is going to be a little bit up and down as the season goes on, but he'll be there when they need him, and the other stuff's there every night.
Time for It Takes a Team, presented by Jiffy Lube. That championship pedigree is our theme. Miami played in the finals just over a year ago, even though, like, for us, it's 2 seasons. It was just over a year ago. They brought in 3 champions from the last 3 years. Lowry, Markieff Morris, P.J. Tucker. So how do former champions affect a locker room looking to achieve their goals?
Well, they're bringing great toughness, and particularly in the cases of Lowry and Tucker, it's not just that they're tough guys and they were on really good teams. Their toughness was a huge reason that those teams won championships. So they know what it is and what their job is to propel a team forward. You add them to Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson, and this team's got a chance to be very good if their bench can hold up.
We always hear the Heat culture and what it means. These 3 guys, they seem like they fit right into what Pat Riley has been singing for years.
Yeah, I mean, culture is what your players are, okay? I mean, you can talk about everything you want. Your players and how they perform on the floor sets the culture. And the biggest thing you can do to have, if you want a tough basketball team, is go out and get tough players. And that's what the heck they've done.
Well, next Saturday, you get to see the reigning Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the biggest surprise run of last playoffs, the Atlanta Hawks. Following the game, watch the larger-than-life story of Muggsy Bogues, Always Believe. Again, this very show you're watching right now, CarMax pregame show, starts at 7.
Yeah, listen, Muggsy Bogues is one of the best stories ever in the NBA. I was an assistant coach in Miami, and Pat Riley decided, okay, we want to get the ball out of Muggsy's hands because he's creating too much for other people. So we're going to soft trap him in the backcourt with P.J. Brown, who was a great defender, and make him give the ball up. Well, Muggsy was dribbling right through it. We couldn't trap him. And so it starts out with Pat sort of imploring P.J. to do a better job before P.J. and Pat had a mutual understanding that this just couldn't be done. We can't control Muggsy Bogues.
For those not familiar with those two players, Muggsy Bogues, 5'3", P.J. Brown, 6'11". So just imagine P.J. Brown out there chasing Muggsy Bogues. That's a tall task to ask of a big man.
Look, what Muggsy did in this league is unbelievable. We'll never see it again. We will never see anyone of that size. I don't say never very often. We're never going to see anyone of that size play, let alone have the success that Muggsy Bogues had. One of the most unique players we've ever had in this league, and a tremendous story.
And he was special from the start. One of the best high school teams ever out of Dunbar there in Baltimore. So Muggsy Bogues, can't wait to watch his entire story right here on NBA TV a week from now. But we got a game that's about to tip off as well. We'll continue to get you ready for it, the CarMax pregame show.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
People want to know about my magical family. I might not be strong like Luisa or perfect like Señorita Perfecta Isabela. You're just as special as anyone. You just healed my hand with an arepa con queso.
Mirabel, the magic is in danger.
We must protect our family.
This is my chance. Let's do this.
Disney's Encanto, rated PG, only in theaters Thanksgiving.
80% get genetically meaningful health info from their 23andMe DNA reports. 80%. That's 8 out of 10 people who could get something enlightening, something empowering, something that could change everything. Info that could give you greater control of your own health. And it's right there in your DNA. So this season, give the most meaningful gift of a DNA kit. And right now, our health and ancestry kit is just $99.
Do you know what the future holds?
He's the most important thing in my life. I'm so lucky to get him back.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer Aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
It's all that I am. It's made up of you. You should call me when you need me, and I'll be there to carry you through. Carry you through.
Well, 7 games tonight, including 2 right here on NBA TV. And this is the early matinee special, if you will, between the Utah Jazz and the Miami Heat. They'll take the floor in a few minutes. Stan, it was all good just a week ago for both of these teams who have been struggling. They met last Saturday. They were both rolling. It's been a rough road for Miami in particular. 3 straight losses since they beat Utah last Saturday. So for you, what's the one thing you want to see Miami do to get this win today?
Well, they're going to have to make life tougher on Donovan Mitchell. You're not going to stop him from scoring because he's going to take a lot of shots. He took 28 against them last time. You've got to try to reduce his efficiency and make these shots be difficult.
Utah has also lost 3 of their last 4. What's your one thing for the Jazz?
I think the Jazz has to make sure that they keep Miami off the glass. The Jazz have done a great job on the offensive glass, but they've got to do as good a job on the defensive glass and not give Miami those 16 second chance points that they're averaging every night.
Jimmy Butler out tonight. Of course, we know he scored 29 last week against Utah. So for Miami, no Jimmy Butler, no Markieff Morris. How do you adjust?
Well, look, I mean, they don't have great depth. They just don't. And that's one of the problems that injuries expose. So Tyler Herro into the starting lineup. And now your bench is Dwayne Dedmon, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, guys like that. And so not as proven. Miami's bench will be a key factor, and if Utah can take advantage of that bench, that could swing this game.
Yeah, and for the Utah Jazz, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but when you have a team that's struggling from three-point range, how do you remedy that in the middle of the season?
Well, look, it'll come. I mean, you know, three-point shooting is always going to be volatile. You're going to have ups and downs. What Utah does, which keeps them strong offensively, is they're also one of the league leaders in scoring in the paint. So they're going to be able to get the ball around the basket. As we said earlier, they're second in the league in second chance points. That guy right there and Hassan Whiteside, those two guys get you second opportunities, and they get to the free throw line. You do those three things, you can overcome some of the shooting woes that Utah has had here early in the year.
Yeah, Utah Jazz, Miami Heat, two teams that have championship aspirations. You can tell by the moves that Miami made and the moves that Utah did not make with the best record in the NBA last year. So for Utah, it's about getting over that hump because Miami, mostly with this group, they went to the finals. They have that confidence with Bam and Jimmy and now bringing in Kyle Lowry. For Utah, what do you suppose is missing from them getting over that hump?
You know what? I don't think it's so much what's missing. I think it's more what the other teams have. I mean, it's been difficult, okay? And so Phoenix is going to be very, very good again. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And then the Lakers, if they can ever get healthy, and I think that's a big if, Golden State is right now the team that has played the best in the West. So Utah's good. It's just they've got a lot of competition. I don't know if there's anything specific, though I will say I think the Utah Jazz, even with the pickup of Whiteside, are missing George Niang, and I think they're missing Derek Favors, two guys that had institutional knowledge, who had been there, who knew the system, who played their roles well. Niang in particular having a great impact in Philadelphia. I think they're missing those two guys. I don't think their depth's quite what it was.
So I guess in hearing what you're saying about Utah, and especially the way that we've seen Steph Curry come out chasing history for Ray Allen for the most three-pointers made in the regular season in NBA history, do you think that Utah has what it takes to come out of the West? Because they had the best record last year. Quinn Snyder's group has been in the mix the past 4 or 5 years. Do you think they have what it takes to be the team that represents the West in the finals?
I think they could, yeah. I mean, listen, it's an injury here or there. It's a game. It's Kevin Durant not stepping on the line against Milwaukee. I mean, the margin for error is very, very small. And I think what you try to do as an organization is give yourself a chance. Be there where you're knocking on the door. And Utah is there and has been. And I think they will be again.
Yeah, you mentioned something interesting about the Miami Heat as well as far as their depth is concerned, Jimmy Butler being out and what they're going to do tonight. When we come back and get you ready for the game, we'll show you who's in the starting lineup for the Miami Heat and also the Utah Jazz and what Stan thinks as we get ready for tip-off between these two contending teams.
Finding your new favorite spot. Piece of, no, you really have to try this cake.
Oh, wow.
Get exclusive access to sought-after restaurants. One of the many reasons you're with Amex Platinum.
The name's Bond, James Bond.
This is it.
I don't know what this is.
Who is he? No Time to Die, rated PG-13.
My auntie called me. She said, Uncle's had a heart attack. I needed him to be here.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer Aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees, but at Domino's, we're adding on $50 million in surprise frees. Like surprise free giant lava cakes? Well, just 2 regular-sized lava cakes, but they're still free. Order Domino's delivery online and you might get one of these surprise frees.
Rated everyone.
Kyle wrote there's literally nothing to do but play games in VR. Well, Kyle,
How about experiencing a couple of years on the ISS?
Whoa, you guys seeing this?
Affirmative. Kyle doesn't get it.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula. And the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
I didn't know my genetic report could tell me I was prone to harmful blood clots. I travel a ton, so this info was kind of life-changing. Maybe even life-saving.
This season, get the most meaningful gift for just $99.
And an essential timeout is called on the
field. Yo, y'all see this?
My basketball journey began when I was 3 years old. I've been really blessed within the game, and the game has given me so much.
Here's Isaiah, all the way up. Go! Take them to the promised land.
When I retired, I never really left basketball. I've literally have held every job in the NBA. It was an opportunity to continue to stay in the game, talk about the game, share my knowledge. And my journey brought me here to NBA TV.
As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. It's a proverb that speaks to the power of opposition, a process that smooths out imperfection, hones performance, challenges resolve. Nothing brings out the greatness of a competitor more than a powerful adversary. Through this heightened level of resistance, stars collide, and legends are born.
Let's check out the CarMax starting lineups for tonight's Heat Jazz game. So, which matchup are you focusing in on, Coach?
And they are all great matchups. They're similar at every position, but I love those two veteran point guards leading their team, putting them in position, and spearheading the defenses of these teams. I'll have my eyes on those two guys.
What about Tyler Hero on the defensive end against Donovan Mitchell?
Well, you're going to get a lot of switching because the Heat switch almost everything, and so virtually everybody is going to guard Donovan Mitchell. And if it's in isolation situations on people, they're going to give a lot of help. So nobody's going to be hung out there one-on-one on Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, you were pointing out the balance of these two starting lineups and how they look so good going against each other.
Well, yeah, you've got two veteran point guards leading the way who can score the ball but are great defenders and leaders. And then you've got scorers, both guys at the two-guard position. You've got outstanding shooters who can play on the move at the small forward spot. You've got consummate role players, defenders, tough guys at the four spot. And then you've got two centers who are great defensively, but both can
18 to 115.
Bam can do different things, but Rudy Gobert pick and roll and on the glass. So the lineups, to me, you've got similar guys at every position.
118 to 115 last Saturday. So that's a high-scoring game. What do you think we'll see tonight?
Well, it was a high-scoring game because the Heat shot 60%. I don't think they'll do that again. I'm sure both coaches have not been real happy with the defense, so I think we'll see a great defensive effort, but there's a lot of talent on the floor, so who knows? I think it'll be a very competitive game even without Jimmy Butler, but I don't know where the scoring goes.
So typically when Miami plays without Jimmy Butler, this will be just the second game he's missed this season. How do they adjust? How are they different than when he's in the lineup offensively?
Well, they're not going to get to the free throw line as much. Jimmy's on the attack. He gets to the line. They certainly miss him at the defensive end also, but they're going to play with more movement. Now you're going to have Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson in there together a lot, both on the move. So we'll see them, I think, probably getting more ball movement than they normally do with Jimmy.
22 and 8 from Kyle Lowry the last two games, what he's averaging. You think he'll reach those numbers tonight?
I mean, you never know from game to game, but he's certainly capable of it. Again, the guy that needs to get going for the Heat is Duncan Robinson. I mean, you know, might not have had the highest three-point percentage in the league last year, but probably the most feared shooter in the league because of the way he can shoot on the move and the sets that Miami runs for him, and they still do. but he hasn't gotten off to a good start at all. If he could get going, tonight would be a great night to do that.
Yeah, especially for the Miami Heat, who they've been sliding in the wrong direction since starting the season, 7-1. So Miami, tough task at hand against the Utah Jazz. But again, the Jazz not shooting lights out themselves. I mean, just 27th in the league in three-point percentage. If you're Utah, how do you get Jordan Clarkson going? As your sixth man of the year last year, 14 points per game this year, 34% from the field. Like, how do you try to incorporate him and get him going?
You know, I think that's a great question for a lot of these guards around the league. And look, you know, I don't know, to be quite honest. I mean, he'll get going at some point, but the rule changes have affected people in this way. Because the referees are not making the calls that we used to make, guys are now more aggressive defending. They're not worried about you stopping and jumping back into them. So they fight over screens harder. They contest shots harder. And all of these guards are having to adjust. Some of them have, but a lot of them have really struggled out of the gate. I also think off-season workout programs in these last 2 years have been disrupted. And so guys aren't as game ready, not in as good a shape. All of that will change over the next month. And I think we'll see a lot of these guys, including Jordan Clarkson, bounce back.
Well, they're ready to tip now. Bam Adebayo, Rudy Gobert at center. Here's Craig Bolerjack and Thurl Bailey on the call. We'll be here at halftime.
The Heat's leading scorer off the bench, Untitled Hero, is starting the game.
We'll keep an eye on that big man matchup tonight. Also, the point guards, one including Conley. He takes a quick three off the pass. Good look. Rims out. Jazz hit just 9 of 32 against the Pacers T on Thursday night.
And not nearly enough attempts, right? We like that 40, mid-40. Like to see him hit that 50 mark at some point.
High floater, up and over the top goes P.J. Tucker over Rudy Gobert. Comes in with 22 blocks. Tucker scores the first two. They won in Miami 1 week ago tonight by 3. That final was 112-109. Donovan Mitchell, dribble drive in the paint, splits the defenders off the glass, no call, ball's loose. And Lowry has it for Miami. Quick catch and shoot, Duncan Robinson off the mark. How about the Jazz transition off the rebound to Conley?
Yeah, Duncan Robinson was a non-issue really a week ago, but he could turn it on at any time.
Gobert able to save that ball going out of bounds. Beautiful catch and a dunk. And the Jazz tie this game at 2.
Yes, sir.
Tucker against Boyan. Here's Robinson. With Donovan tries to fight through that screen, and it goes out of bounds as Royce O'Neal battle along that far sideline.
Yeah, the nice thing about this was the pass was not really on point, but Rudy good enough to grab that thing and force the issue, getting to his spot.
Hero will inbound 14, make it 10 on the shot clock. Adebayo hands it to Lowry, deep 3 off the mark, and Rudy.
And I like Rudy taking that extra step on Adebayo. Last time these two teams played, Adebayo kind of had a field day in that mid-range area.
Bogey, another good look by the Jazz. Big rebound on the offensive end by Royce O'Neal. The Jazz worked the perimeter on the passing game. Royce on a drive. He's bumped and fouled as he had a quick first step on Robinson. So Jimmy Butler's going to ride the pine for the second straight game. Did not play against the Clippers. 27 last week against Utah. Jimmy buckets. And really his game tees not the 3-ball. It's about driving to the rim as the first splash of this game from Utah comes off the hand of Bogdanovich.
That's good to see Bogey getting going from long range early as well as Mike Conley goes down. Gets poked in the eye.
Mike flat on his back. Gets a hand up from Royce. Instead of shaking it off, you got to blink that thing off. Yeah, it took an right across the bridge of the nose.
Yep, Adebayo's elbow. Painful too, Bowler. Doesn't need much, just a tap on that bridge. Brings tears to your eyes.
Bam looks inside, goes out. Lowry. Now to Hero. Trying to work against Conley. Turns, fires a shot up. Gobert reaches. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Heat. Bam. Hook shot. Short. Back inside Tucker. Leaves it for Hero with a baseline J. No. Rebound. Finally the Jazz clear. Then it's knocked away out of bounds by Adebayo.
Good defensive set right there by the Jazz. Ball kind of got away from Rudy that time, but Tucker went in. Adebayo went inside the paint. Wasn't able to get his shot off, and Hero misses one. So saved right there on a second chance point.
Quinn Snyder, 8th year, has led the Jazz so far to an 8-4 record, but losers of 3 of the last 4. Donovan, good look from 3. That one takes a hard bounce out. And Bam with the rebound. Utah starts 1 of 4 from downtown. Miami 0 for 2. Lowry in the paint, turns and fires up a 2, and the rebound to Gobert.
Good contest by the Jazz early in this game. No wide open looks yet, really, for the Heat.
Now the Jazz with that lockdown defense, 1 of 7 for Miami. As we played the first 3 minutes of the quarter. Here's Royce, fires up a 3. That one takes a bounce out. And Lowry on the backside rebounds. Quick with the Hero. Beautiful pass. Ooh, tough ball. Bam takes a spill.
And that happened because Rudy wasn't able to get back in time to help protect that paint.
Bogdanovich tries to muscle up a shot. You got a whistle down on the floor, and it's on Bogey.
Right here, Adebayo goes up. But Rudy's the last one trailing, leaving Royce O'Neal down to try to guard the big fella.
Bam was a question mark just right up to game time with a bruised knee against the Clippers Thursday night. Man, went wild. There were 30 points, 11 rebounds, had a block shot along the way. Hero lost that ball out of bounds off the dribble.
Now, make no mistake about it, Tyler Hero was looking for an opportunity to create space to get his shot off that time. That's why he kept his dribble and ended up going off that left foot out of bounds.
Against Tucker. He'll reset out front. Bogdanovich rolls out to help. Triple teamed and lost the handle. Hero. Donovan, the lone Jazz man back. Oh, stolen away. Beautiful play. But out of bounds is Donovan, but the hustle on a 3-on-1 break. Come on.
Yeah, well, this gets my vote already for that defensive play of the game. I know there's going to be a lot more, and I know the Jazz didn't end up with it, but the wherewithal to be able to get that ball from Duncan Robinson and save a basket for Donovan Mitchell was awesome.
Lowry, right to left, spins up a shot and scores it around Gobert. Nifty move by the 16-year pro out of Villanova.
Well, when you can have the opposite side of the rim, you use that as a shield. Tough to for Rudy Gobert to go get that one.
Miami early 6-5. Bogey on a lean in. Comes up short. And the Jazz go 1 of 6 from downtown. Both teams struggling with their shot. 33% for the Heat and 23% for Utah. Here's Robinson from the corner and splashes down a 3-point shot. Last bucket for the Jazz tee came at the 10:05 mark, so that's 3 minutes. And Lowry is down.
Well, Donovan Mitchell not able to put on the brakes, gets an offensive foul there, running over Lowry.
I think the pictures kind of paint the picture as Donovan
next right there with
elbow collision. Lowry got hit high and low.
Right here, yeah. Knee connects right there with Donovan.
Elbow connected too on the cheek.
It's like Lowry got it kind of knee below the belt there, and maybe in the head as well.
Yeah, he took the shot in the head, right along the cheek, and then like you said, T, the second, the knee came into the midsection below the belt, and Lowry's still down. We'll step aside. Early, 9-5 lead Miami.
You're watching Saturday Night on NBA TV, brought to you by State Farm. For surprisingly great rates, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1. Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
My auntie called me. She said, Uncle's had a heart attack. I needed him to be here.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer Aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser. On our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. Live Translate speaks your language and hers. It's the phone that understands we're all different. Google Pixel 6. For all you are.
It's the Sprite Holiday Special.
You know there's an art to making the perfect gingerbread house. And my grandma, she taught me when I was like your age.
Yeah, well, my grandma taught me too. Hey, Grandma.
All right, let's get started. So frosting's the key, you guys. Gingerbread's not that sweet. A little extreme. We gonna get that frosting. What? What are you doing?
You're welcome.
What kind of grandmama you got?
No one said it would be easy to hold your head up through the ups and downs. Got a feeling in my bones. I'm not gonna sit around here waiting. My time is now.
Right on the cheek, and then the knee hit the midsection. And no, that wasn't an easy fall to the floor as well.
Oh, it was not for either one. It's like Donovan got hit right there as well, but Lowry got the worst of it. And I hope he's okay. You know, you never like to see any player get hurt. But normally it's just, you know, a knee or graze above, but he got the double whammy that time, Bowler.
Now they've already lost, remember, Jimmy Butler with the ankle and Markieff Morris with whiplash to the neck, missing his third consecutive game. They put Gabe Vincent on the floor, and he'll take the shot. The rebound uncontested as P.J. Tucker got behind Utah's defense and throws down his second bucket. That's a 9-0 run, by the way, for Miami.
You're right. Jazz had the same problem with the Pacers the other night. Right, just allowing second chance points, second opportunities at it. And this takes away, this gives Miami an extra possession. Right, the Pacers ended up with 13 more field goal attempts than the Jazz.
Robinson off the turnover makes the Jazz play with a three. That's 5 turnovers here in the first quarter of play as Ingles and Whiteside have jumped on the floor for Quinn Snyder. Gabe Vincent, the foul. Eric Spoelstra, 2 NBA titles to his credit in 14 seasons. 614 wins.
Haven't really seen the ball move as much early in this game.
Bogey slipped a bit, now nearly had his pocket picked. Gets the shot away. Good look, but Robinson rebounds, and the Heat come back on a 12-0 run.
Yeah, not a bad shot that time for Bogey. He had Benson, a smaller player, but now Benson gets the rebound over Bogey.
Robinson inside Tucker. Hassan came by, knocks that ball away, and Donovan Mitchell, right place at the right time, scoops a pass over to Bogey. Corner is Royce. Puts the ball on the deck, muscles inside, ball's loose, and Whiteside finish, and Robinson and the Heat hustle for another rebound.
And normally, as Duncan takes a deep, deep three.
That's 3 threes in the quarter for Robinson. He'll put up 9 threes a game and already has dropped a triple. and has fueled a 15-0 run on Utah's home floor. (17-5) Miami.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Slices and sticks. Half pepperoni pizza?
Half Italian cheese sticks.
This is more about the pizza.
No, it's more about the cheese sticks. Pizza sticks.
Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza, pizza.
Sticks.
Give it up for the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Congratulations, Frank. Hey, Andy, Doug, you guys look great. Hey, I feel great, too. Ever since you told me about Nugenix Total T, I'm crushing my workouts. Thanks to Nugenix, I got more energy, more stamina, feeling years younger.
From the brand that brought you GNC's #1 vitality product and product of the year, new Nugenix Total T is our most powerful man-boosting formula ever because it boosts your pre-testosterone and your total testosterone. To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text DIRECT to 42424.
I like the competitive edge Nugenix gives me. Hey, me too. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T, and she'll like it too.
Text DIRECT to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. That's DIRECT to 42424.
It from every place on the floor. You see that left corner right there, right here, a deep one. He's getting going early. Like I said before, he was really a non-issue last time the Jazz played. He was 1 for 5 from 3 with 3 points. But man, he's finding it, Bowler.
Oh, he was ice cold against the Clippers Thursday night. 2 of 11, just 6 points is Lowry. He's gonna have a little bump on that left cheek before it's all said and done. He's back on the bench, brought himself a nice bag as well, and the Jazz have been stifled here early. The Jazz have a total of just 4 rebounds and 4 offensive rebounds for Miami.
Yeah, we talked about that pregame. And not let that happen. And a lot of times it's the guards that's doing the extra rebound.
Nice run by Royce. Took on a double team, kept the ball high, and lays it in for his first 2. Tucker fires a shot. Hassan got pulled up nearly to the free throw line, and Tyler Hero down on the baseline scores an easy 2, his first bucket of this first quarter.
If you turn your opportunities to get that basketball, and that time the easiest basket yet.
Donovan fronted by Vincent. Shot clock at 4. Down to 3. Takes the 3. Up and out. And it's a 1 and out for Utah as Tucker grabs yet another rebound. Donovan has started 0 for 3. And the Jazz shooting 3 of 12 here in the opening 12 minutes. Duncan Robinson again straightaway 3. The time comes up short. Offensive rebound. Hero. Another look. And another rebound taken away by Tucker. Skips the ball out of a double team in the corner. Save. Great hustle. Here comes Hero in the paint. Down low. 15-4 run makes this just a 5-point game. Miami opened up with a 16-point lead, and the Jazz back within 5. Lowry back on the floor. Robinson deep. That shot short. Boy, like a vacuum with his 5th rebound of the quarter.
And Rudy went way outside of his own zone to get that rebound with those long arms of his. Great pull down by Rudy.
Behind the back, Clarkson off the rim. Oh, it's in! Just beat the clock! Clarkson, a magician in this first quarter.
How about that? Listen to this crowd. Coach Bill Johnson always says, give the crowd something to cheer about. And Jordan Clarkson has done that in the quarter.
Oh, what a drive inside, behind the back. Houdini, yes, Glass caught the rim and in. Utah back to within.
Kevin! Oh, nice. Kevin, where are you? Kevin!
Hey, what's going on? I'm right here. I was busy cash backing for the holidays with Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'm going to cash back on the gingerbread house.
Ooh, it's got little people inside.
And a snow globe.
Oh, I wish I lived in there.
You know, I can't believe you lost another Kevin.
It's a holiday tradition.
That it is. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Slices and sticks. Half pepperoni pizza?
Half Italian cheese sticks.
This is more about the pizza.
No, it's more about the cheese sticks.
Pizza!
Sticks!
Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza.
Sticks!
It's showtime on center court.
Another outstanding Western Conference matchup. And we're ready to go. We got a good one tonight.
Two international superstars go head-to-head.
Not today, buddy! He did it again!
Followed by a box office smash in L.A.
360! Drops up, going down, baby! Come on now!
Nuggets, Mavs, Bulls, Lakers. Monday at 8 on NBA TV.
And an essential timeout is called on the field.
Look,
okay. Monday Night Football after these words.
I'm sorry, but look.
A lot of people don't even talk to their interns.
Yo, y'all see this?
Points in the first as we take a look at the first quarter game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. And for a noteworthy approach to banking, Zions Bank is for you. The lead was 16, and now the Jazz have climbed back to within 3.
Well, Bolo, we talked about the importance of bench points for this game. And Jordan Clarkson is the leading scorer. No one else has double figures on either team, but Jordan Clarkson with 14. Doing a fantastic job of bringing some energy in this building.
Was a tough shot by Lowry. Waited for the screen by Dedmon and knocks down the jumper. Pascal muscles inside, and you hear a whistle baseline.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson is he's got one job too, right? And Eric Pascal knows that, so he's going to attack Duncan Robinson knowing he's not a great defender and using that big body to make contact.
Pascal 70% from the line this year, scores his first. He was a perfect 4 for 4 against Indiana Thursday night. 9 points. He's hit 7 of his last 8 shots, and that free throw jumps off the rim out of bounds.
Well, Pascal's just got an interesting build to where he's small enough that he can guard pretty much 1 through 5, especially on switches. But he's big enough and plays bigger than his height. I think he's listed, at 6'5", 6'6". But he just plays like he's 6'9", 6'10".
That was a goaltend on the call, and Caleb Martin scores his first 2. Third year out of Nevada. 31-25, first minute of the second quarter. Clarkson stays on the floor. Lowry knocks that ball out of bounds. That'll be 14 on the shot. Lowry shaken. If you just joined us in the early moments of the first quarter, took one high and low, went to the locker room, brought back a bag of ice, and now he's back on the court.
2 bags, one for the head, one from below the belt. But let's see if the Heat have changed their game plan. Joe was short on a 3. Let's see if they've changed their game plan on Jordan Clarkson.
Loose ball finds its way to Robinson. Pascal trails. And the three-pointer by Max Strus. He's only played in his 8th game. He had a knee injury earlier this season. He's out of DePaul, and he adds to the lead of 34-25. Oh, I thought that ball was down. It came right back down on the rim. Rimmed out. And a loose ball foul on Lowry.
I'm a Dubo. I thought that shot by Jordan Clarkson was just spot on. But that's one thing about Jordan's shot. Not a lot of margin of error. You're either going to get a splash or it's going to come off the rim. So he's been pretty accurate so far. Let's see if he can keep that going.
Ingles holds out front. Here's Clarkson. Into the paint. Push it and score it. You know, he calls himself a chameleon because his game can change at any moment. It was outside of a moment ago, Thurl, as he was knocking down threes, and now he goes inside and drops 2 in the paint.
Defense guessing. Lowry with
2-pointer.
Yeah.
A long 2.
But Jordan Clarkson keeps the defense guessing. They know that he can get in that paint when he wants.
Unforced.
Yeah, just a bad communication right there. Jordan saying, my fault.
It's 6 turnovers here in the first half for Utah. Bam Adebayo checks back in.
I think Mike Conley was throwing that ball to where Jordan Clarkson was supposed to be. George wishes he had that one back.
Jazz put together that big run before the end of the quarter. Now the Heat have answered on a 9-3 push. 36-27. Lowry on the lob down low. Boy, caught it in mid-flight. Caleb Martin with 2 quick buckets here in the quarter.
Yeah, nice read by Caleb Martin. That nonverbal communication with Kyle Lowry. Just grabs it in air and puts it in.
11-3 run. Miami. Conley breaks free. Missed the layup. Rudy tapped it out, picked up by the Heat. Lowry comes around the corner. Blue pass. Clarkson tried to lob it to Bam, and the ball's loose to Conley. Here comes Utah. Over the top to Joe. Fronted by Robinson. Goes across court. Pascal for 3. And grabs his own miss.
Another opportunity for the Jazz.
Throws it away.
Yeah. Tough one there. Every possession is so important for this Jazz team, especially to get on the run and try to get a lead here.
7th turnover. Robinson parks himself in the corner. What's he do? Hits 3s. That's 4 threes in this first half. The Jazz put on a brilliant comeback to end the first quarter. Got it to 3, and now Miami has run off 14.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
To be the GOAT, you gotta have all the elements to put on a clinic. Antibiotics, bandages, ice spray.
Let's do this.
Now that's the greatest order of all time.
Everyone has their GOAT. Get it delivered with DoorDash.
Reverse!
They're out there. Words yet to be written. Stories yet to be told. But here's the thing with ideas. To find them, you have to move. That's why we're building a new generation of electrified vehicles. All designed to inspire something in you.
America! After the past year-ish,
Everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera, like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They're all the dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the Epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro.
Come on, hop on. It's the NBA 75th.
Good morning, neighbor.
Top of the morning. This community right here stretches to every corner of the We've come a long way from the peach basket. My bad. So many.
41-27 Miami. America First is the official credit union of the Utah Jazz. If your game for getting a lot more for your money, join the home team today at your neighborhood branch or AmericaFirst.com. Well, T, as you know, as a former player, you never know. You got to tie that shoe up tight. But Caleb Martin here, looked like Gobert stepped on it. Martin says, I'll put it back on. Nope, threw it out of bounds and plays on.
That's more than a flat tire. That's a blowout right there. I actually thought I saw a kid grab his shoe and run up the stands.
Well, they got it back. The Jazz have some work to do.
Yes, they do.
He'd have taken advantage of the turnovers. 12 points off seven giveaways by the Jazz here in the half.
A lot of times that happens, too, when your best player's out. Jimmy Butler not playing. The other guys that step up and do a little bit more than what they normally do, because one, they get more shots, two, they get more minutes and opportunities out there on the court.
Jazz now 5 of 18. The cutter is Robinson, having his way now inside. He's hit 4 threes from outside and a 14-point half.
Yeah, the Jazz's defense is normally better than this. They've got to really get back to their identity.
Ingles catch and shoot. That's money. That's Joe's shot right there. Or he'll walk it to the corner. Off that wing three, and finally Joe's on the board.
And that's the Jazz's identity on the offensive end, right? They want those threes. They want to be able to take them, but defensively, they've got to give themselves more opportunities to do this, get out and run.
That three ball by Ingles stopped a 9-0 run by the Heat. Back to Ingles, heat check moment. Takes a hard kick out. Robinson, 1 and out for Utah. Lowry front court. Another part of this storyline building, T. Donovan Mitchell has not scored so far in his first half.
Yeah, that was a great closeout, though, on Duncan Robinson. Jordan Clarkson gets this foul, reach around. Kyle Lowry.
Now, Donovan's played 10 minutes. He's 0 for 3, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And this is a player, a dynamic player at 26 points a game, top 10 in scoring.
And as of late, Donovan has really had great starts, right? A well-balanced attack, getting to the line.
Robinson comes up short. Ingles picks up the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Spins inside, short. Rebound by Strus.
And those are good looks by Donovan. Wasn't as aggressive of a move as we've seen.
Nicely done. Donovan the steal, going to run it to the rack. Scores it. He was able to outrun and maneuver his body around Robinson.
But you like to see that. You're not shooting well, you just missed a shot. You get to the next play, you get a steal, and then you get a bucket.
Miami with the ball, 11-point lead on Utah's home floor. Lob inside, backed out by Martin. Donovan puts a hand up in the...
Great stop that time.
Whiteside, Ingles, O'Neal, Donovan, and Clarkson on the court. Mitchell 3, corner, splash it. Royce O'Neal took a wicked screen in the hip, and he's down flat.
And they play.
You got a player down and they play on. Now we're going to grab a rebound and we're going to get a timeout, I hope, as Royce looks like he's crawling to his knees to get back.
And first of all, we know that Royce O'Neal
Tough guy.
Is not an actor.
Holding his neck. Markieff Morse is missing his third game with whiplash.
Why go back to reality when you could go back to the pool? The last day of vacation is still vacation. With guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout at over 1,200 fine hotels and resorts properties. One of the many reasons you're with Amex Platinum.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40...
Let me guess, less energy? Less drive?
Definitely. It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happened to you guys? Yep. So what did you do? We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text APPEAL to 321321. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix. Just send a text
For a complimentary bottle.
And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text APPEAL to 321321. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast. Absolutely free. That's APPEAL to 321321.
Waited for this moment, better take advantage. Limitless. Started up, we finish. Keep it going till we finish. Keep it going, I am limitless.
Miller Subaru halftime report, stats and highlights. We'll hear from Coach Wells, but what are you seeing right now, Mike?
A Miami zone has thrown the Jazz offense into some confusion, all except for one Jordan Clarkson, who's on fire.
All right, we'll head it downstairs, and we'll do it like this. It's time. Hottest segment on live TV, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Big T. We've got some early entries coming in. This one from Travis O.
AirPods and flowers. And she did this at the ball game. Les Olson Company, they want to give away another $100 Amazon gift card tonight. Poster picture, hashtag it Les Olson.
21 years together.
21. They look like newlyweds.
Yes, the two.
Jazz 8-0 run. Just past the 6-minute mark. Physical game. Physical game Thursday night.
Yeah, no question about it. Good to see Royce back out there.
How about knocking the wind out on that hit by Bam across the shoulder, across the ribs. Back at it against the Toronto Raptors on AT&T Sportsnet.
Jazz switching everything here. Sorry, Bo. Jazz switching everything here.
Hero runs through the paint, gave it away. Robinson against Bogey. Back out. Just beat the clock. P.J. Tucker.
If there's anybody on that Heat team that the Jazz would allow you to take that shot, it's Tucker. We've seen him hit it earlier in his career, but not really as effective, especially with Robinson and Hero out there.
Yeah, he's 33%. Donovan answers right back at you with a quick 8 here in the second quarter. Back-to-back threes. And that's another pure three-pointer, the possibility of sink. Hero, baseline. Robinson, corner three. Up and out. Adebayo with a rebound over Hassan. They go high pick and roll. Bam slips in, scores it, and you heard the whistle. A chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, miscommunication. Hassan was supposed to get back into the paint. You'll see right here, Hassan is outside. Royce has him. Donovan can't get over there quick enough, so that is a communication breakdown for the Jazz defensively.
10-point game, and Bam's at the line for the 5th time in this first half. He's 4 for 4. 3-point play.
Another sign the Jazz haven't been as aggressive as we've seen them. They've only taken 5 attempts, 5 free throws. They're 4 for 5, but 5's not nearly enough.
Mitchell again, rainbows up a 3, comes up short. Hero. Look at the floor, plenty of space. He throws up the 3 and a rebound to Whiteside. Back in transition, Clarkson takes a jab step, now backs out behind the 3-point line. It's away, and Hassan with a rebound. Let's see if they called it on the floor first. I believe they did on Robinson.
Well, Hassan was down there with Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, and Hero as well. So there were 3 guys to 1. Great job by Hassan not bringing that ball down.
Whiteside, 9 minutes, 3 rebounds. Has not scored thus far in the half. Rudy's back on the court. Royce fires the 3. Good look. Got it. Royce O'Neal, cool and calm.
And that's the way you beat a zone. Miami, they're staying in their areas, and they're guarding the closest player. But when that ball moves, a lot of space out there. They cannot guard everything. We always hear Quinn talk about spacing.
Hero floats home 2 more.
Could flat out score, Bowler.
He sure can. He's a machine. 21 tonight. In his start tonight, 8 points here in this first half. Gobert. Oh, baby, beautiful right hand. Puts it home with the big hammer. Gobert, his second hoop in this half. As Hero turns the corner quickly, he'll leave it up top, and bam! Answers back with a hammer of his own. Now the Heat get a delay of game warning after that ball takes a bounce. 53-43, 3 minutes left in the opening half. See, what's a topic of conversation at halftime for Quinn?
Well, the topic of conversation really it isn't even on the offensive end. It's about defense. It's about not allowing the Heat players to get the shots they want, and not allowing them to get second chance points.
Shot clock violation. The Jazz just could not get a play set.
Right here, they both get 2 points for it, but whose was prettier? Rudy reaches way out to get his in midair. That's a pretty dunk. Adebayo reciprocates, got a 2-hander. Not bad looking. Not sure it was a 10 like Rudy's.
Yeah, the 1-hand versus 2, T. Come on.
Yeah.
There's a drive inside around Gobert. Ball's loose, and we got another foul. Looks like Donovan. He wants Coach Q to replay this. Review it.
They're going to review. They're going to challenge it.
Yeah, he's going to believe his star, Donovan Mitchell. You don't see that often from Donovan to say, hey, let's review it. And this time, Quinn Snyder says, okay, let's turn on the green light and take a look.
And that may be one of the reasons, too. Because a lot of times you'll see Rudy wants to look at everything over again. But that time, I thought Donovan went vertical. I thought he went straight up. The question is, did he make contact right here when the shot came off with Adebayo's hand as he was trying to put the ball back in? They both are vertical, and the whistle blew before that, but it was on the putback. Let's see. He tapped the ball. I'm not sure he left that vertical zone. Let's see. Right here.
Argument. I don't see a push.
He had a light touch in the back of Adebayo right there. That would be the only thing I could even think that the officials would credit.
Pat Frayer on your left, and that's Benny Adams on your right with the headsets on. The 10-point game here in Salt Lake, 53-43 Miami. Both teams coming off losses on Thursday night. Jazz to Indiana and Miami to the Clips.
Both are straight up. He got a piece of Adebayo's left hand right there on the way down. That's really all I can guess that they'd be looking at. Right here, see if he grazes Adebayo's left hand. Right on the left wrist.
Bam was trying to rebound too with two hands, and it looked like Donovan punched it away from him originally on the first rebound attempt.
And the second attempt, Adebayo had to go backwards a little bit, which initiated the contact with Donovan. So I'm not sure exactly what part of this they're looking at.
Long review.
That usually bode in one team's favor.
I never guess anymore. You can't. Sometimes it's so obvious, but again, it's slow motion. Reveals so much that the eye just doesn't pick up.
Yeah, and again, the ball is still loose. Nobody has possession of it. Donovan hits the ball there, knocks it loose, which is a good play. Then Adebayo kind of rears back. And
you make a great point about leaning back.
Challenge is successful. No foul. Ball is loose at the time of the whistle, so we're going to have a jump ball.
Going to jump it. So Quinn Snyder believes his two-time All-Star challenges and wins and does not lose the timeout.
You know who feels good about that is that man right there, Donovan Mitchell. He knows exactly what happens. He's saying, well, why didn't you believe me? But, I mean, that's why you have the review, right? And that's why you have the trust of the coach to say, let's look at it.
Well, now you win the challenge. Now, if you're a Jazz fan, you got to win the tip, and you got to cut in to this 10-point disadvantage before halftime. 2:21 remaining.
Yeah, the key is to leave the half on a positive note, right? And a run is always nice, but in 2 minutes, not sure how big that could be. Some great defensive stops, some good looks on the offensive end. Just don't go in on a negative note.
Miami is really pressed defensively. You've got an incredible game from Duncan Robinson. Bam has scored 11. Tyler Hero in a start has dropped 8. Clarkson, the story for the Jazz, with 16 off the bench. I'd say the starters, thorough for Utah, they've not done much except for Donovan here in the second with a quick 8.
Yeah, that's why it's always great to have a strong bench. I know my job was to gauge the game. Either way, if the starters didn't have that energy we were looking for, I had to go in. Similar to what Jordan Clarkson's doing with his role, you have to go in and make a difference in the game, defensively or offensively, to get these fans back in it consistently.
You saw Miami won the tip on a high lob. Nicely done. Donovan with a second steal tonight. He saw it coming, grabbed it, pulls the trigger. The ball is up and out.
That's just a great read by Donovan Mitchell. And those are the kind of plays that I'm talking about as you get close to the half. Doesn't have to be on the offensive end. Right here, this could have been a big swing for Miami if Adebayo had gotten this dunk. And then
Strus right there hooked the arm of Gobert.
Miami trying to bait the Jazz, right?
And the trilling official, Benny Adams, saw it, called the whistle. Conley on the floor with Donovan. Clarkson also on the floor with Royce O'Neal. Mike puts it down on the deck. Slides it over to Jordan. The flame throws on. Bang! Flame on, baby. 19 for Clarkson. He's keeping the Jazz close by himself, T.
Jordan Clarkson doing his job. The Jazz picking up the defense, giving themselves opportunities for Jordan to do his job.
Hero looks at Gobert inside, slides off the glass. Beautiful bucket.
That's just a great read by Tyler Hero. He goes as far as he can go. When Rudy retreats, he sees an opening there on Jordan Clarkson. Uses that glass.
Mitchell in a crowd. Back over to Royce. They go to Clarkson on the wing. Picked up by Hero. Into Rudy. Puts in the back. And Adebayo, picks up the foul. And the first on Bam. It's a penalty situation. So the Jazz, who usually thrive at the free throw line, only 4 of 5 here in the first half.
Yeah, and they got to do a better job in the second half of being more aggressive, throwing the ball inside a little bit more to the big for touches.
Can't be both. Can't be both. I told you.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable all-wheel drive SUVs.
Rudy airballed the first. Came in at 67%. He'd been around 70, Thurl. Free throws dropped off a bit, but he rallied back to hit the second. So a 5-point half for Gobert.
So far, so good for the Jazz. All positive things. I know Heroes scored a little while ago, but Jazz overall trying to be on a positive note before they leave. Nice negative.
Yeah, Bam pulled the string, and then P.J. Tucker ran in for the rebound in front of Gobert. Hero finds his space. The jumper is off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Tucker, too many opportunities now. Whistle along the baseline. Heat step out of bounds, and the Jazz catch a break.
But Tucker, that's what he does, right? He scrambles, uses that big body, and goes in the forest with the trees, guys like Rudy Gobert, and tries to position himself to give the Heat second chances.
Stay tuned. Jazz halftime presented by Mark Miller Subaru, Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer. Donovan Mitchell finds his way through the paint, slips and slides, and there's going to be a whistle call.
And of course, Tucker doesn't like it. He's complaining to the refs.
First foul on Tucker. That puts Donovan at the line for the first time tonight.
Right here. Not sure what he was arguing right here. Really easy call. He moves over to his left. He's not squared up. And tries to sell it at the end.
Tucker, 11th year. Last year, he spent time with the Rockets and the Bucks. On the title with Milwaukee. We saw Rudy short on his first attempt. Donovan copies that. And Utah's 5 of 8 from the stripe.
You could tell when that left Donovan's hand that it was going to be short. His shot path, when you get used to it, you can tell when it's not quite there.
9 points, all scored here in the second quarter for Donovan Mitchell. 7-point lead. The Heat have the ball in the final seconds of the first half. Lowry against Conley. Now Rudy slides out to the three-point line a little late. Lowry dialed it up.
We talk about the number of years Lowry's been in the league. 16, I think. I believe.
16.
And he's just gotten smarter as he's gotten older.
Mitchell's three, short. Hero, the rebound. They'll give it a three-quarter court heave. And it hits the clock, and that's it. Utah with a lot of work to do. They had some defensive fails. The two-point shot really not dropping.
Shots were from three in the first.
Well, there you go, Stan. You just said it. A bunch of shots from outside for the Utah Jazz. Not a winning formula. Jordan Clarkson, 19 points at the half. He's averaging 14 on the season. So a lone spark, but it's that zone that has been staggering Utah for Miami.
Well, it has, because they're just playing around the perimeter of the zone. They're not getting the ball to the middle. They're not getting the ball behind the zone on the baseline. Other than one great pass on Conley's penetration and a lob to Gobert, they've been content to shoot threes.
Well, if you're watching this game, you just heard Stan Van breaking it down before we even came to do the American Express halftime show. We're going to be here after this break. We'll see you then.
Baby, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home.
We're always stronger together. Toyota. Let's go places.
Jake from State Farm. If you here, this must be a State Farm commercial.
Sure is.
It also means it's about to go down.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. Things are going to go surprisingly great.
Oh, I've been doing this for too many years. It means something about to go down. Oh, no. Here it comes. Jake, protect yourself!
Have a nice day. I told you. Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
Who are you talking to?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is the new world of work. Each day looks different than the last. But whatever work becomes, the ServiceNow platform will make it just flow. Whether it's finding new ways to help you serve your customers, orchestrating a safe return to the office.
Wait, an office? What's an office?
Or solving a workplace challenge that's yet to come. Wherever the new world of work takes your business, the world works with ServiceNow.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser on our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. Live Translate speaks your language and hers. It's the phone that understands we're all different. Google Pixel 6. For all you are.
Rated teen.
Susie posted, I'll pass on VR, I'm not a gamer nerd. So jabs on a glacier, lunges on a volcano, and getting the best workout of your life is for gamer nerds? Come on, Susie.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1? Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
You're watching American Express Halftime Report. See what you can expect when you're with Amex Platinum.
Well, Jordan Clark, he's got it going. He's been struggling this season, but he's got 19 at the half, 4 for 7 from three-point range. That shooting percentage going up, but it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report. Chris Miles here with Stan Van Gundy. And look, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Both of these teams shooting a lot of threes, but not making a lot of threes.
No, except for the two guys that we said before the game, the teams needed to get going. Duncan Robinson comes in 31% from three, goes 4 for 9, and Clarkson shooting under 25% from three, goes 4 for 7. So they got those guys going. The Heat here do a great job. Ball with Bam Adebayo. PJ Tucker on the backside sets a screen to free up Robinson, and he knocks it in. Here, Bam Adebayo makes a handoff, then goes and sets a great screen on Joe Ingles to free up Robinson. And then here, Bogdanovich just picks up Robinson inside the arc. Not a smart play for his third one. And then watch here with Duncan Robinson. They trap Lowry, ball goes to Adebayo, and on the rotation, he gets the ball to Robinson for a three. They've got him going.
And here's the other side of that. Everyone else, they've combined to make just 3 threes on 12 attempts.
Yeah, the other guys are not shooting the ball really well. They don't have Jimmy Butler to get to the line 9 times a game. Okay, so the offense gets a little bit tougher for them, but they've gotten the job done on the defensive end of the floor, and that's what has the lead right now. The zone in particular has really bothered Utah.
So why is it that for everyone on Utah's team, Jordan Clarkson seems the only one to be the zone buster?
Well, the problem is when you get into a zone buster mentality, instead of getting the ball inside. I mean, here, Clarkson had it going. That's great, okay? He gets the three. Ingles here on the penetration throws it out. Those are the kind of threes you want, where the ball goes from the inside out and you're stepping into the three, okay? But you need to attack the zone inside. Here's Clarkson on the drive. He gets into the middle, pulls up, hits a little bit of floater, and now another three there. Just too many other just threes on one pass for Utah rather than attacking the zone.
I mean, these are good shooters in Ingles and Bojan Bogdanovic getting looks.
That's what they need.
I see.
More of right
high
there.
Percentage.
Some attack and let them go to the rim, make somebody come. They got to diversify their attack. When you've shot 28 threes and only 13 twos, you're really knocking it down, you're going to be in trouble.
Do you think Eric Spoelstra will stay in that zone in the second half, or does he switch it up coming out of halftime?
Well, he's going to mix it up, and they're going to play a lot of what they did in the first half, which is that soft 2-2-1 press to slow things down back into their zone. Utah's got to attack it better. They've got to get the ball into the middle. They've got to get the ball behind the zone, and the threes that they take have got to be more coming from the inside back out.
Well, this is just our first game of the night. The matinee, this is a 2-for-1 special. We got a doubleheader here on NBA TV. The Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers, our next game. So get ready for all the action tonight. Stan Van and I, we're going to get you ready.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
From the studio that brought you Moana.
I have an amazing, magical family.
And Frozen.
What's going on? The house is in danger!
This Thanksgiving.
Stop!
Disney invites you on an adventure.
I need to find the secret.
You can only see in theaters.
Let's go!
Watching what greatness is on.
Rated PG. Only in theaters Thanksgiving.
When you think of 75 years.
75 years. 75 years. It's still evolving and getting better every day.
You are greatness is all about.
Being on the biggest stage. Playing with the greatest players on the planet. Hopefully I keep building some moments.
A legendary performance.
And being the last team standing. Huge honor to be a part of NBA 75.
And have a small part of history.
You're watching American Express Halftime Report. See what you can expect when you're with Amex Platinum.
We tell you what you can expect later tonight. The Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers, 8 o'clock game. So after our first game is done, Stan Van and I will be here to break down the game that you're watching and also get you ready for the Celtics and the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, third pick in the draft, has looked great to start the season.
Probably the leader for Rookie of the Year. He and probably Scotty Barnes from Toronto, the two leading guys in a very good rookie class. But Evan Mobley, if people haven't seen him, can do it all. He can score around the basket. He catches lobs. All right. He gets putbacks and tip dunks. He can shoot the jumper. He's a pretty good passer and an excellent defender, a shot blocker, and he can switch out and guard guards on the perimeter.
All of those things mixed in a bowl sounds like it affects winning. That seems to be the key. To be Rookie of the Year, you have to affect winning.
Well, last year, Cleveland, one of the very worst defensive teams in the league. Early this year, the 6th best defense in the league. And the only personnel change for the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley, that 15 points per game, that's actually going up. How about Bam Adebayo working out? Gold medalist Bam Adebayo. Second half coming your way next.
Priceline works with top hotels to sell their unsold rooms, saving you up to 60%. Ah, yes, the parental delegation.
You should stay with us. It's no trouble.
It's no trouble for him.
Fine, don't stay with us.
I didn't really ask to. Okay. Priceline. Every trip is a big deal.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1? Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula. And the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Someday, you'll catch the perfect wave. And with access to one of the many reasons you're with Amex Platinum.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Give it up for the big hurt Frank Thomas. Congratulations, Frank. Hey, Andy, Doug, you guys look great.
Hey, I feel great, too. Ever since you told me about Nugenix Total T, I'm crushing my workouts.
Thanks to Nugenix, I got more energy, more stamina, feeling years younger.
From the brand that brought you GNC's #1 vitality product and product of the year, new Nugenix Total T is our most powerful man-boosting formula ever because it boosts your pre-testosterone and your total testosterone. To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text DIRECT to 42424.
I like the competitive edge Nugenix gives me. Hey, me too. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T, and she'll like it too.
Text DIRECT to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. That's DIRECT to 42424.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Let's go inside the box score. And Stan Van, we know the three-point shot attempts by both Miami and Utah. How many two-point shot attempts has Utah taken in the first half? Take a guess.
13.
You're correct because you know your numbers, sir. So they've taken twice as many plus some three-point shots. They're shooting 46% from two-point range. Miami, 60% from two-point range. That's why their field goal percentage is much higher. What else do you see?
Well, also, we talked about before the game how the rebounding was going to be key for Utah. They got crushed on the glass, minus 11 right now. There's no reason for that. They've got to clean that up, and they've got to do a better job attacking the Miami zone.
Well, Craig Bolerjack and Thurl Bailey are on the call. We'll be here after the game to break this one down and also get you ready for the second game of our doubleheader between the Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston Celtics. We'll see you then.
The rebound margin for the Jazz, it's nearly 6 a game. That's number 2 in the league. But the margin, as you mentioned, minus 17 against the Pacers. And right now they're down 11 boards against Miami.
Well, what does that tell you? We know you can do it, right? You've done it before. You came into this game second best at it. Every Jazz player had that attitude. And sometimes, especially the guards, Bowler, then that rebounding wouldn't happen.
I didn't see it. There's the heavyweight champ right there, courtside tonight. Was that a 3-second call?
I think it was, Bowler.
No, a foul went to Donovan Mitchell, and then Hero opens up the third quarter with a 3-point shot. He had 29 just a week ago in Miami.
Well, that puts Hero in double figures right now with 14 points, and you cannot let him get going. He really is the guy you have to keep an eye on offensively. Just have.
Bogdanovich gives a shot up. Mike Conley flick of the wrist for 3. All right, let's start it up. Here we go. Mike strikes. He had the first quarter and one here to start the third.
Most of these guys for the Jazz are double-figure scorers. So, if you believe in averages, the Jazz have a lot of work to do to get there.
Yeah, the starters struggled, Tease. I mean, just the numbers don't lie. Miami starters outscored Utah's 5, 51-25, and there's Bam showing some range. Or pardon me. Turns the corner, 1 and out. I'd say that's 3 ball. Bam goes inside, denied. Looked like Whistle Field in front of him. Conley on a stop and go, left hand dribble to Rudy. He follows inside. Adebayo with a reach in foul.
Yeah, Royce O'Neal doing the right thing on the drive, going vertical straight up, making Adebayo turn his body to avoid a block shot.
Two fouls on Bam, and Rudy's up the line for 2. Our upcoming schedule is brought to you by University of Utah Health, the trusted healthcare provider for the Jazz family and yours. Of course, national television on Tuesday night against Philadelphia and the 76ers. We'll be back at it Thursday night against Toronto. Then we'll jump out for a quick one-night road trip to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then back home. And when this homestand started, 10-12 at home. And the Jazz really have got to take advantage of this home crowd.
They do. If something's broken, this is where you fix it, right? On a home stand. And the Jazz know who they are. It's about being consistent at what you're good at, like defense. You're going to get Donovan for this one.
Late whistle.
Yeah.
The whistle by Benny Adams will give Donovan his 3rd personal foul.
Well, this is where you fix things, and you can't fault Donovan for being aggressive. That looks like a no call to me, but maybe Donovan shoved him a little bit. Got an arm in there,
Ball's out,
that's a bad call.
Ball's out.
And you see what Duncan Robinson did. He hooked underneath of Donovan's arm. So
Mitchell's forced out. In fact, that's his 4th foul. Picked one up late. So 4 fouls, Donovan to the bench, and Clarkson on the floor with Conley. Back cut again. That's been a big issue for the Jazz as Robinson found his way down the baseline.
Yeah, and the signal for that for the offensive players to watch your defender. See if he turns his head. That's the moment you can take off and get that back door.
Only option right now is the perimeter shot for Utah. Clarkson stuck in the paint. The follow away. How did he hit that? I mean, that's just him. That's the flame.
Yep. And it's patience. Right? I think Miami believed the play was dead as well.
21 for Clarkson. Hero runs it around Gobert. How about the right to left hand?
Yeah,
Scoops it home.
Yeah, Hero kind of fooled Rudy there. Thought he was going to pass it. Went to that left hand.
16 points off 13 shots for Hero. Swarming defense. There's a turnover. Hero with a practice 3. Comes up short. Bam, the rebound.
Another opportunity for the Heat.
12 turnovers by the Jazz. Lowry gets it back from Tucker. Well, he still has handles after his 16th year in the league, and there's a foul out front.
That's the thing about Miami, they're always in motion, whether it's on the ball right here, Tucker sliding over and hip checking, and can't even try to, he's questioning it, but you can't. I mean, you're moving on that screen, automatic call. I'd like to hear what his explanation is, though, to the official.
I would too. And now another whistle along the baseline. And a technical foul. They're going to whistle that foul on the Miami bench. It looks like Spoelstra. So Bogey steps to the line for one. They're releasing some wild action here. The last couple of ball games.
And Bowler, that's what really happens. I mean, last year was a great regular season. And when that happens, the target gets bigger. Teams don't have to do much to get up for you. Jordan Clarkson misses a deep 3 right there. So once they get in here, and like Miami's playing well, and the more they play well, the more confidence they have, the more they feel like they figured the Jazz out.
Dedmon screens, Lowry takes it, space, and hits the jumper. Lowry was 4-7 in the first half. He's in double digits with 11, and the lead is 17. 5 minutes in, and the Heat have outscored the Jazz to open up the second half, 18-11. It built 7 points under that 10-point halftime lead. Lowry, Robinson, and Tyler Hero will be back.
Did you hear that? State Farm thing. Da-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Chris!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Kevin! Kevin! Oh, nice. Kevin, where are you? Kevin!
Hey, what's going on? I'm right here. I was busy cash backing for the holidays with Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'm going to cash back on the gingerbread house.
Ooh, it's got little people inside.
And a snow globe.
Oh, I wish I lived in there.
You know, I can't believe you lost another Kevin.
It's a holiday tradition.
That it is. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
We were alone when my husband had the heart attack. He's the most important thing in my life. I'm so lucky to get him back.
Your heart isn't just yours.
protect it with Bayer aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
The NBA's diamond season pairs some of the game's best in a doubleheader. The stars are out early tonight. MVPs collide as Stephen Curry and the Warriors. Steph Curry does it again. Meet a familiar face in Kevin Durant and the Nets. Durant, the clutch. And the 76ers head out west. Curry, he puts it in. As they face off with Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. Dropping the sledgehammer. Angry Donovan Mitchell. Warriors Nets. Sixers Jazz. Tuesday on TNT.
Good.
He's on. Let me pick my phone. My phone's ringing, Bowler.
7 minutes left, third quarter. 76-59. There he waved right back at you. See the Jazz take on the Sixers, Grizzlies, and Pelicans with the November 3-pack. This is a deal you won't want to miss. You can call or text right now at 355-DUNK or jump online. Visit UtahJazz.com to get your seats. For a Saturday matinee, Thurl, big crowd in the building.
Yeah, big
crowd. A lot of college football around.
Yep. I wish we could get this crowd going a little louder. It's really going to be up to the Jazz. You know, they've got a hole to dig out of now.
Make shots will help. A Whiteside with an offensive rebound. He draws a triple team out to Clarkson. The Heat have outscored Utah to start this third quarter, 18-11. Clarkson in traffic, skips out of trouble. No, he threw it away. Lowry forces another Utah Jazz turnover.
Time Jordan got in trouble with that Euro step and lost his vision.
Step back three, and Lowry's been an assassin. That's 14 for Lowry. Conley in the paint, drops it out front. They rotate it to Clarkson. They double him, another turnover. My goodness. Jazz giving the ball away. Too many opportunities as Lowry drives the paint and scores at the line. He'll go. And Quinn Snyder, that tells it. That look tells it all.
Yeah, and it started on the defensive end, right? I mean, if you're Hassan Whiteside, you've got to go to the ball knowing that there's a potential player somewhere near you. Go to it. And I think the pass was great, but you can't expect the ball just to come to you. And right here, if you're going to foul a guy, make sure he doesn't get that shot off and made. But Lowry doing a nice job of kind of chiseling himself through those players to get an N1.
Lowry's first free throw, 17. Robinson, 19. Hero has dropped 16 on the Jazz. And another 8-0 run produced by the Heat. Bogey spins off the glass too high. Hassan with a big rebound. Fouled as he went for the shot. So you can tell, I look at body language a lot, T. I don't know what you see, but the Jazz seem very frustrated at this moment, as they did 2 nights ago against the Pacers.
Well, I've been there. Right? I mean, I've played a lot of years, and there's probably not a situation I haven't seen or gone through. And every team struggles, Bowler. And some part during the season, you get struggles from a collective team.
Well, it's time for our Kia player profile, and we're going to zoom in on Hassan Whiteside. This season, I think he's done a really nice job. He's 7 and nearly 8 rebounds. His field goal percentage at 59%. And his plus minus is nearly 7. That's a career high.
Yeah, that first comes from embracing your role, right? And then trying to be consistent at it. But the sign of a really good team is how you can pull it together while you're struggling. A lot of times guys tend to go off, right, be on an island. But we've seen the Jazz come out of slumps before and not just shooting.
Well, Robinson now is talking to the Jazz bench after he drops that three-point shot. He's hit 6 of them, 6 of 11 for 22. Joe rolls inside, and Ingles is fouled. That's 4 on Robinson, and Joe will be at the line for the first time. Utah from the strike today, 10 of 15, just 67%.
Yeah, they made up for some of that non-aggressiveness. For a while, they were like 4 for 5. And now they've gotten a little more aggressive.
Your pizza, your way. Download the Little Caesars app today.
Pizza, pizza.
Joe, usually a dead-eye tee, misses the front end. Makes the second. You saw that number, the Jazz in the league at free throw percentage. They're at 65%.
Man, I believe the problem is on this end of the court for the Jazz. It's on the defensive end. A lot of teams are struggling shooting, but if your defense cannot allow your opponents to get runs on you and to take advantage, then you're still in the game.
There you go. You force the 24-second shot clock violation. Ingles leaned in on Dedmon.
But now can you manufacture a few of those, right? Can you score in your end and then come back? And then we saw against the Pacers, Jazz had 5 or 6 stops in a row, which got them back into it.
Long ways to go. Down 25. Caught the rim and down for Donovan. Mitchell's now 4 of 11 T and 11 points. And they haven't come easy. Royce O'Neal. There you go. Robinson tried to foul him on.
Get a splash. Those are the kind of plays the Jazz need more of. Defense leads to great offense. Right here, Royce O'Neal, great defender, takes it all the way. Jazz trying to climb back into this.
I was just blown away by how much my 23andMe reports taught me about my health. And that's why I knew how meaningful this gift would be for my family.
This season, get the most meaningful gift for just $99.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula. And the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40.
Let me guess, less energy, less drive?
Definitely.
It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age.
Happened to you guys?
Yep.
So what did you do?
We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text APPEAL to 321321. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix.
Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text APPEAL to 321321. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast. Absolutely free. That's APPEAL to 321321.
It's showtime on center court.
Another outstanding Western Conference matchup.
And we're ready to go. We got a good one tonight.
2 international superstars go head-to-head.
Not today, buddy! He did it again!
Followed by a box office smash in L.A.
360! Drop them going down, baby! Come on now!
Nuggets, Mavs, Bulls, Lakers. Monday at 8 on NBA TV.
Well, Bola, if you think the Jazz need a little more of this, which is defense, I'm going to beg to differ on the quantity. They need a lot more of it to get back into this game, and they need some consecutive stops and consecutive buckets to put themselves back in the position to win this game.
Jazz trail by 21. Plenty of time left here. Four plus minutes in the third. Miami, though, one troubling stat is the Heat against 20 paint points in this game so far. The Jazz just 20 in the paint. That ball comes loose, and it's going to be over and back. Now they call it 24 seconds.
Well, either way, The Jazz get the basketball, and it was a great defensive stand. But that's only half of it, right? Now you've got to put points on the board, inch your way back into this thing.
You need a run thorough like the one the Jazz produced just before halftime.
Yeah, and normally we see this man right here, Donovan Mitchell, with the ball, get those going. They're double teaming him, trying to get it out of the
catch and shoot for Joe. That one's an air ball. Hassan, right place, right time. Going to wave it off. An offensive foul. And they whistle Hassan for the takedown.
Well, they're ganging up on Hassan down low. They're sending 3 guys to try to keep him off the board. To see if there's anything here. Not much at all that I can see from this angle.
No, really down on the deck. Now he drives inside and a follow. Dedmon scores his first 2. Offensive rebound. The putback makes it 87-64. Clarkson throws it away. Another turnover. Utah. Lowry got past Mitchell. And Lowry scores it. Quinn Snyder stays on the bench, and the Jazz play on. Around and out. The Heat with Lowry.
Yeah, it's really snowballing on the Jazz right now. They can't get shots to go in, and they can't stop shots by the Heat.
Dedmon back-to-back buckets.
Heat getting really what they want. Sometimes when you can't score if you're the Jazz, you struggle on the defensive end.
It looked like Jordan Clarkson, lost a shoe. You got a tire pump?
They had a couple flat tires here today.
But Dedmon the foul is first. Clarkson slips that shoe back on. Gobert and Pascal are at the scorer's table. They'll check in after this first free throw.
Well, Jordan had to untie the shoe to get it back on. So sometimes it's difficult to understand how those shoes come off. Maybe you just don't have the laces tight enough.
Like he double knotted it, Pete. Clarkson eyes the free throw and in. Gobert and Pascal in. Our fall camps and clinics are almost sold out. Register today for our little baller clinic at Vivint Arena. Spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Register at UtahJazzCamps.com. Again, Clarkson rolls it in. 23 for Clarkson.
Another thing that happens when you're struggling is you stop communicating, stop talking. Guys stop yelling at each other, screen right. Nice defense right here. Let's see if the Jazz can capitalize.
Gobert plugged up the paint. Clarkson to Joe, back to Donovan. Flick of the wrist, short for 3. And Strus reaches out and rebounds it. Quickly, Dedmon, tough catch. Over the top. Back out to Lowry. I'd say the Heat have had some tremendous ball movement as Gobert claims his 7th rebound.
Yeah, they have. It's similar to what the Jazz should be doing. We see a lot of dribbling, not a lot of ball movement. See a little bit right here. Let's see that.
Pascal's 3 off the mark.
Good look, though.
Lowry has it with 19 points in his pocket. Drives on Donovan Mitchell, switches off on Gobert. Here's Tucker. Gets it back along the baseline. Rudy showed Dedmon the rebound, and it's going to go off his foot and picked up by Clarkson. Pascal on a drive. The dish off the hands of Gobert.
Pascal couldn't put on the brakes that time, Bowler. Just kind of bowls Dedmon over, trying to get the ball to Rudy. Right here. Couldn't stop quick enough.
Like a locomotive. 264. Hard to put the brakes on.
It's hard to stop a train, isn't it?
13 turnovers, and they've allowed 20 points off those miscues. Conley checks in at the 130 mark, down 91-66. And only 2 players for the Jazz have scored in double figures. Donovan 11 and Clarkson with 23.
Yeah, that's just unlike the Jazz's philosophy, right? And it just got several guys that benefit. The Jazz are playing well.
And Miami has 5 double-figure scores, including Hero. Hero had 10 at the half. He's dropped 8 points here in the third quarter. The Jazz last field goal was at the 4:25 mark here in the third. That is one long drought as we're under a minute to go. The ball hit the side of the backboard, or in the back of it, the call. So they call it out of bounds, and the Heat will get it.
Yeah, that's just, you look at Quinn Snyder right here. That's just kind of how the day has been going for the Jazz. Miami really able to get exactly what they want. They're patient. They get to dribble that ball along the baseline and search out an open player, and the Jazz are just struggling to stop that. And then on the other end, just struggling to get the shot that they want.
Hero runs it away from Gobert. 7 on the shot, right to left hand. Off the glass with his left, that ball's out. Rudy went for the rebound, and then a collision down along the baseline with Gabe Vincent. It'll be the Jazz ball off Vincent.
Kind of held your breath there for a minute. Vincent, Rudy were coming towards each other, and Rudy gives him a little tap.
Three seconds between shot clock, game clock. The Jazz can't close out the quarter with a bucket. Conley inside. Gobert runs, puts it up, stays with it, and one.
And that's what you have to do if you're Rudy Gobert. When Rudy gets that ball in the paint, they're sending 2, 3 guys at him. Rudy mishandles but gets it back. So 4 guys pretty much in the paint. Rudy's able to corral that ball and finish.
And Thurl, to your point, I think every shot the Jazz have looked at around the paint, inside the three-point perimeter, there's been at least 3 white jerseys, 2 to 3 on every possession, every shot attempt.
Exactly, and they've changed the game plan on Jordan Clarkson. When Jordan Clarkson starts to put the ball on the floor, you'll see help come over to try to double him to make someone else try to beat the Heat. And it's just not happening for the Jazz.
3-point play and a 10-point ball game for Gobert. 93-69, Miami. Oh boy, you can't let that happen. Martin just drove it home. 6 points. And Conley will not take a shot in 3 quarters that have been dominated by the visiting Miami Heat. 95-69. 12 minutes left.
You're watching Saturday Night on NBA TV, brought to you by State Farm. For surprisingly great rates, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To be the GOAT, you gotta have all the elements to put on a clinic. Antibiotics, bandages, ice spray.
Let's do this.
Now that's the greatest order of all time.
Everyone has their GOAT. Get it delivered with DoorDash.
Reverse!
PNC Bank believes that if a pair of goggles can help your backhand get better, then your bank should help you budget even better. Virtual Wallet is so much more than a checking account. Its low cash mode feature gives you at least 24 hours of extra time to help you avoid an overdraft fee.
You see that?
Virtual Wallet with low cash mode from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
Just know it always starts with a spark, a light in the dark, a beat in your heart, unbreakable.
What? New One Wheels?
Introducing the all-new One Wheel GT and Pint X. 2 new boards to make everywhere epic. GT. Built with more power and engineered for more board feel, so you can crush new terrain. Pint X. It's mighty, it's mini, and now with twice the range, so you can take on your city. Get riding today at onewheel.com.
With the Game Time app, I got the superstar moment for 60% less than this guy.
What? That's a lot less. Sucks for you.
Well, Game Time finds you the best seats and guarantees the lowest price. Or they'll credit you 110%.
110%? That's how much effort I gave on this last play.
You might say a great deal just fell into your lap.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Download Game Time. Best seats, lowest price, guaranteed.
Clark's in the bright spot for Utah. 14-point start. He's got 23 through 3. But a big issue for the Jazz, turnovers and points allowed. They've given up 22 points to Miami.
Yeah, off their 13 turnovers. And, you know, it's very rare, Bowler, when specifically this Jazz team doesn't win one quarter in 3 quarters. Now, there's still an opportunity here to get back in this game. But you've got to believe that it has to start defensively and allowing yourself some opportunities to make buckets on the other end. And execution in a half-court game.
To your point, the Jazz trail by 3 after 1, 10 at the half, and now down 26 to start the 4th quarter. Donovan leaves it to Bogdanovich, the corner. Yes! Buries it. And Bogdanovich hits the 10-point mark. With his second 3 ball, Utah now 12 of 39, 31% from 3.
Well, it's just as important to get stops, to try to get a rally going.
Cruz running down the baseline. Adebayo hands it back to him. He stepped out of bounds, so a Miami turnover. Little by little, the Jazz, can they call back? Down 95-72.
That's how you have to do it.
Little by little.
That's right. You can't rush it. You can't take bad shots. You play your game. Try to get some pace in this game, especially by getting stops and getting out on the break.
Now the Jazz are 8-4, just the 1 loss to Indiana Tuesday night. I think that's Thursday. It's already Saturday, T. Hard to believe. And we got a foul called as Gobert. That pass went through his hands, and it looks like a push in the back. So Gobert picks up his foul. His first.
Sometimes as a big, it's instinctive. If someone's in front of you, you lean on them, and they're going to sell it. You know, he did shove. How hard, we don't know, but he gets that call. You've got to have your hands up and ready.
Vincent. He put his shoulder into Mike. Was able to find some space and scores his first 2. Here's Bogey again from the corner. I heard the whistle. Was it before the shot? It's going to be side out. Yes, it will. So Caleb Martin picks up the foul. The officials huddling.
Joe listening closely. They want to review something, Bowler.
Jimmy Butler.
This play's under review for off-ball timing. See if the foul occurred prior to the shot.
Okay. You know, I was wondering in my mind, was the whistle, you heard the whistle, but was the shot already away when the foul was called? Remember, it's when it's called, not when the whistle is blown. So they'll go to the headphones, and there's Secaucus, the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey. That kind of shows you right there, too, the kind of night Rudy has night after night. No matter who's on him, trying to slow him down.
Yeah, and you see the pickup point on Rudy right there. That's what's been happening all night. They're trying to deny Rudy space close to the basket. So they're trying to get him frustrated.
All right, we get the call.
Yep.
Upon review, the foul occurred prior to the shot. We're going to have 10:41 on the game clock and 16 on the shot clock.
So they'll put a second back on shot clock and game clock. $25-point game on Utah's home floor. 97-72. Ingles on an inbound to Conley. Mike's been held at just 6 points. Joe, 4. Bogey, the 3. Up, down. Nice shot by Donovan. He's hit a pair here in the fourth.
Well, we've called enough games to know the 20-point lead is nothing in this league. It can't be overcome, especially in 10 minutes.
Especially if you get an air ball by your opponent and a run by Bogey to the rack. He's hammered, takes a spill. My goodness, no call, and we're coming back the other way. Tyler Hero pumps up a 3-ball. Got it. That's Dagger City when you miss one on one end and Martin's down, and then you get transition 3 from Hero.
And Bogey has to be careful. He just got a technical here on the non-call on the other end. And if you're Bogey, you really have to go dunk that. Right here on the fast break. Guys getting tangled up. Martin takes the bun of that.
Well, it's been a week of tees. It's been a week of ejections for the Utah Jazz.
Right here, if you're Bogey, he's trying to stretch out, and that is a foul.
I mean, that's a definition of.
Potential hostile act.
Oh, it's a definition. So a review for a hostile act, as you heard. And back on the headsets goes Pat Frayer and Benny Adams.
And they're talking against Joe probably here. See Joe waiting in the paint right here. And they collide.
Joe kind of hops out of there hobbling as well. Bogey, you saw him throw his fist down, and that's where the tee came. You know, that angle's tough to see too. Style act. Remember, Joe was tossed against the Pacers Thursday night along with Donovan and Gobert and Miles Turner. That was a long review too, you remember, on Thursday night.
Yes,
multiple looks. Now the officials will probably have a moment to talk about it.
I'm not sure it works in the Jazz favor the longer they talk about it.
You know, I thought Joe, again, looked like he tried to help after the collision was made. Well, let's see what the call will be. Here we go.
On review, we have a foul prior to the shot. On Ingles, it's going to be a common foul. Miami ball, side out, shot clock at.
See any hostility in this, Jed? Joe.
Common foul, Joe Ingles.
Yeah, like you said, you're allowed to help and body up a guy. I didn't see any hostility in this, Jed. Joe just trying to get in the path. Now, if he had dropped that shoulder,
right,
that's probably what they were looking at. If he had dropped it, and that would have been considered a hostile act.
So Bogey, they're going to shoot the technical foul first. And here's Hero. .22 for Hero out of Kentucky.
Yeah, it's rare to see a team score over 100 points. They get into the hundreds early in the fourth quarter on the Jazz.
Well, to your point, the Jazz and the Heat are tied in that category. Points allowed at 110 a night. And Hero just stung the Jazz again. (100-75) early in the fourth. Mitchell takes a hit, no call. Adebayo clears it away, and Hero steps into the front court. Donovan read it perfectly on the high pick and roll. Steal. Mitchell weaves his way down into the paint, draws a double team, puts a shoulder down the bucket, count it. Nope, take it away. Wow.
When it rains, it pours, Bowler.
Wow. That's 5 on Mitchell.
And watch the heel. Well, is that Martin?
That's Martin. Just got there. And it's, ooh.
That left heel.
I wonder. Restricted area.
Yep.
A great replay. Inside a scoop and a rebound by Bogdanovich. Jazz try to spread the floor, but they'll take the 3 straight away. Bogey says, I'll take it.
I like that bucket right there. Don't waste any time. You're Boyan. He's got a wide open path. Pull up.
Bogey had 3 at the half. 13 here in half number 2. Martin drives off the glass and another whistle. It's on Bogdanovich. Bogey scored the last 9 for Utah. That's 2 on Bogey.
A lot of Jazz fouls are coming off the screen. Martin's in motion. Tyler Hero's in motion. Vincent's in motion. The Jazz are a step late as the Heat go to the basket and just making that contact.
Martin's first trip to the line tonight. Miami is 10 for 10.
The Xfinity Sports Zone. Your home base for sports.
And a first miss throw. And guess what? Another would mean chicken. There it is.
Well, nation needed some good news. Maybe that can start something for the Jazz on the offensive end.
Got to happen now. Bogey, air ball for 3.
And you make a good point. Now is a really good time for the Jazz to really make a run, significant run.
Hero's shot bounces out, rebounds loose, controlled by Martin. Jazz get chased. The shot's loose. Gobert with his 9th rebound.
That's great team defense there. What can we do? What can the Jazz do on this end?
Conley inside takes a stumble. They're going to call a foul on the trip. But Vincent. That's 4 on Vincent.
You have to give Miami some credit. They've thrown a lot of different things at the Jazz, right? Zone.
Everything.
They're doubling up on Jordan Clarkson, trying to get him off his rhythm. Same with Donovan Mitchell. They're bodying up Rudy Gobert, so they're throwing the kitchen sink out, and it seems to be working at this point.
Hero over the back of Bogey.
Yeah, that's really the first time we've seen Bogey down on the post, right? He's had an advantage in this game quite a bit. So maybe we'll see more of that. Because Tyler Hero really hasn't had to work on the defensive end.
Vincent, Martin, both out. Tucker and Lowry back in for Miami. Just past the 8-minute mark. Bogdanovich open 3. Got it. Bogdanovich trying to work the Jazz rally. He's got 19, 16 of the 19 in the second half, and timeout Miami. 181 Miami.
The leap of faith. Some hesitate, but not you. You don't ask what if. You embrace what's next with open arms. You don't question your decision. You double down. Because you know the thrill is worth it. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
Chase security features, guidance, and convenience. Banking feels good. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Another crown?
Let's have a water this round, please.
You got it. Here's your water.
Thank you.
Stay hydrated and stay royal. Take a water break and moderate your drinking on game day.
80% get genetically meaningful health info from their 23andMe DNA reports. 80%. That's 8 out of 10 people who could get something enlightening, something empowering, something that could change everything. Info that could give you greater control of your own health. And it's right there in your DNA. So this season, give the most meaningful gift of a DNA kit. And right now, our health and ancestry kit is just $99.
Do you know what the future holds?
It's our First Colony Mortgage key contributor. First Colony Mortgage, the official mortgage lender of the Utah Jazz.
Well, hopefully you're a glass half full person, because that's some positive news right there. Bogey finding it from long range right here. Not wasting any time trying to get back into this one. Bogey's hot from that spot.
Incoming.
That's right. Defense is creating a lot of those shots. Let's see if the Jazz can keep it going.
Well, he has scored 12 straight for the Jazz. Bogdanovich 5 of 9 from 3. And Utah T has outscored the Heat in this fourth quarter 12-5. Still, we got a long ways to go, but the start. They got to start down 19.
We've got some scores in the game for the Jazz. George Clarkson's back in. You've got Bogey hot. Hopefully Donovan can get going, but you cannot. This has happened, 3 or 4 times tonight. Defense turns his head. Player goes to the basket. There's no help there for him.
23 for Hero. Donovan finds space. Wrap it up. Missed it. Went from right to left hand to try to score. Front court, Lowry over the top. Duncan Robinson. Here's Tucker. Line drive 3.
Yeah, great move by Donovan. I'd like to see him maybe on some of those shots with a little less finesse and just go up and slam it, bring the house down, maybe, and get guys rolling.
Loose ball foul. Whistle on Hero. Side out Utah. 7:02 left. Just 11 points today. And you saw the numbers on the season. Nearly 26. 25.9 per night for Donovan Mitchell. He said just 4 of 14 shots. Clarkson for 3.
Another good look. They're double teaming Donovan to force the ball out of his hands. Ball's moving, 2 passes. Good look.
Hero bounces out of trouble. Lowry's got it. Picked up by O'Neal. Robinson. Lowry deep. Rattles out. Walked out. Donovan got it. Took care of Tucker. Here's Bogey down the baseline. Shovel pass. And Gobert with a 2-hander.
That's another $50 donation forward to the Utah Food Bank, making a difference. That's Built Ford proud.
Bam went deep. Ball tapped out. Picked up by Mitchell. Under 6 minutes left. Halfway through the fourth. Donovan fouled on the drive.
Right here, ball swings. Bogey drives, draws attention. Lowry open Rudy Gobert. The other part of that, too, is that Adebayo hasn't had many of those types of shots that he missed. Jazz have done a good job of taking those away from him. It's just other guys that have to get the shots they want, like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson.
First point of the fourth quarter for Donovan. And the upcoming schedule, once again, brought to you by University of Utah Health. Get the same care that the Utah Jazz Trust. Visit uofuhealth.org. Back on this floor Tuesday night, nationally televised against Philadelphia. We'll be back at a T Thursday against Toronto, and then a road trip. Just a one-game road trip out to Sacramento and back.
Overnight bag, huh?
If that.
Yeah.
You'll probably wear your suit on the plane.
I might have to. Yeah.
Boy, the paint just opens like the sea, right? I mean, just uncontested layup by Hero, who goes for 25. He had 29 last week, a week ago tonight in Miami against the Jazz.
That time, George Clarkson thinking that Hero was going to pop out. One step to the left and down the lane, another back door.
Mitchell, beautiful crossover, the gather, the bucket. Oh, that's Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan's going to need a lot more of that, and he can really get those shots when he wants to. It's just going to be a matter of him playmaking as well.
15-point night after being shut out in the first quarter. Ball comes loose, picked up. Mitchell again races across the timeline. Just under 5 minutes left. Clarkson passes out to Royce. They rotate it back out to Mitchell. Donovan deep three straight away. Boy, great look.
Was in and out.
Utah's now 15 of 46 from three. Lowry fouled. He was shaken up in that first quarter, and he's shaken again here in the fourth. Royce O'Neal to foul.
Yeah, normally the Jazz would channel a guy like Lowry to the help. Rudy's not quite over there, and Royce O'Neal continues to pursue Lowry underneath and makes that contact. But the Heat haven't really been discouraged on the drive. A lot of teams you'll see are discouraged from going that deep because Rudy's there, and the Heat know what's working for them.
That's a great point for Rose. Basically, their attitude's been fearless.
Yeah. Their attitude is, even if we get down here and Rudy's here, we can find another opportunity, whether it's a shooter outside or continue to dribble and catch the Jazz off guard.
.21 for Lowry. All 5 starters for the Heat are in double figures. 3 have hit the 20-point mark or more. Boyan fouled up front.
Yeah, for the most part, if you're a scorer and you have Duncan Robinson defending you, that's always a weak link defensively for the Heat.
Miami looks really crisp without Jimmy Butler, without Markieff Morris. Butler's got that ankle sprain. He had 27 last time out as well. He and Hero were the 1-2 punch in that 5-point loss, 118-113.
Well, it says a lot about this Heat team when they can compensate for the absence of those points. Now, the bench hasn't done much because Tyler Hero is normally the guy who comes off and gives that bench a lift, but they haven't needed it. With 3 guys in their 20s and all 5 starters scoring, it's been working for them.
Bogey makes 2. 21. 18 in the second half for Bogdanovich. The lead still is 20. Miami's largest advantage in this game, 27. Here's a strike. Clarkson 3. Tapped up and out. Bogey right on top of the rim. Could not finish.
Yeah, sometimes if you're the guy who, like Bogey, who has that second opportunity, you're trying to get it back up there before the defense can set.
Jazz have a 2-on-3, make it 3-on-3 with Donovan the trailer. The 3-ball splash. Mitchell.
His lobs, all right, he gets putbacks and tip dunk.
Donovan wide open, in rhythm, knocks it down. Jazz 92, Heat 109.
The best things America makes are the things America makes out here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on hometown fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagoneer, proudly assembled in America, we knew no object would ever rank with the best things in this country. But we believed we could make something worthy of their spirit.
My auntie called me. She said, Uncle's had a heart attack. I needed him to be here.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer Aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
It's time to start your own business, to turn your dream into something official. You've got the talent, the know-how, the hustle. And now you've got someone who has your back. LegalZoom has helped launch and support millions of small businesses because we believe...
The name's Bond, James Bond.
This is him.
You don't know what this is?
Who is he? No Time to Die, rated PG-13.
NBAstore.com, the online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear, jerseys, and collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
If you're going to bet on the NBA, do it responsibly and do it legally. And if you or anyone you know has a gambling problem, please seek help.
Chris Miles here in the NBA TV studios with your State Farm game break. Jason Tatum, 27 points the last time out. He'll be on the floor for the second part of our doubleheader. It's an 8 o'clock start for the Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley averaging 20 points per game in his last 4 games. Al Horford is sitting this one out. He has low back stiffness. And, of course, Jaylen Brown still dealing with that hamstring injury. He is out for the Celtics as well. Sam Van Gundy will join me at the conclusion of this Miami Heat-Utah Jazz game to get you ready for the second game and take you around the league as we got 3 games underway.
Lowry goes to work against Mitchell. Hero picked up by Bogey. Little stop-and-go drive, the push shot, spins out, Gobert.
Well, Miami's asking Hero to be a playmaker, and he's really not a great playmaker as much as he is a really good scorer. So as he puts the ball on the floor, he's really looking to score unless he's in trouble.
Donovan Mitchell forces the issue as he drives home his 20th point.
Donovan straight down the lane, no contest, gets to the line after the foul.
7-0 run for Utah. Down 15. 3:18 left and short. And P.J. Tucker takes down the rebound.
That's P.J.'s 10th rebound.
Robinson flipped away by O'Neal. Out front, Clarkson toes it up for 3. No. Donovan tapped it out. Bogey on a dribble drive inside. That ball out of his reach, and the Jazz turn it over. Nope, now a foul down on the floor. So turnover foul by Donovan.
Well, that Jordan Clarkson 3 would have gone a long way if it had gone in to bring some energy in this building. Kind of an errant pass there. Jordan couldn't get a hold of it, but I thought Tucker just fell right here. He didn't really get tripped, but he sold it well.
Lowry just past midcourt. Donovan needs help. Bogey tried to help. He touched it. It's going to be off Utah.
Right here, Lowry with a nice aggressive drive. Sees Rudy there.
It was an easy to his first bucket of this first quarter. Ball. Bogey tried to sell that.
He did.
Van put a shoulder into him. 3-ball bogey. Keep it coming, big fella. 24 for Bogdanovich. And that is another Pura three-pointer. The possibility of Centennial run Utah. Down 12. The clock, though, coming up on the 2-minute mark. Utah's hit 17 of 50 from 3. Saved by Clarkson. Here's Gobert. Out front, Royce. Clarkson puts the ball on the deck, rolls it home, finger rolls it in. Beautiful.